Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the BBQ Test Pit. I'm Craig, and today we are gonna find out if that dude can cook. We're gonna be doing his beef broccoli recipe, and I've already got my meat minced up. So stick around and let's see if it's any good. All right, so I got about 2 pounds of flank steak here, and I already coated it in about 2 tablespoons of peanut oil. So we're just gonna get it all mixed up. And this is the marinade. So we're gonna use a couple teaspoons of soy sauce, about a tablespoon of Shaoxing wine, a couple tablespoons of oyster sauce, this is cornstarch and baking soda combined, and then we will just add a couple tablespoons of water. So this is about 4 tablespoons of water. I'm gonna coat this real nice and marinade. Everything mixed up. While this marinates, we're gonna chop up our carrots, some broccoli, onions, ginger, garlic. And I'm gonna cheat. I don't know if you have one of these or not, but it's a Food Saver marinator tub. And in about 10-15 minutes, this thing supposedly marinates the equivalent of a 24-hour marinade. So everything should be nicely marinated by the time we get done. So once we get everything chopped up nicely and ready to go, the marinator should be done. You should have about a 24-hour marinade in a few minutes. Let's put it in here. Turn it to marinade. Plug it in, hit marinade. We're just going to throw it into the pot of water and let it blanch for about 2 minutes. And then we'll toss this into an ice bath. Give them a nice turn, just let them get some nice bright green color. Steaming up the camera. This is salted boiling water, it's not just plain water. Alright, so that's our 2 minutes. We're going to shut the fire off. We'll get this into a bath. Nice bright green. Let that sit there for a couple minutes, and then we'll drain that out. Alright, so we got our wok heated up. We're just going to sprinkle in a little bit of peanut oil around the sides. We'll start searing our meat off. Meat came out of the marinator. It was in there 2 rounds, 20-25 minutes probably. We're just gonna let this oil get nice and hot. Cook those sides of the wok really nice. Wait till it starts smoking. I'm gonna do this in a couple batches, just like he did. Might be a shitload of oil I put in there. The meat feels really nice and tender. Alright, so we got the wok smoking. Put this around here on the side. Separated. Definitely too much oil in this batch. Just deep frying my meat. Just sizzle in here for a few seconds to get color. Really nice color on that. Alright, take this out. A couple more seconds. You ain't gotta walk at home. You can use just a regular nice pan, get it nice and hot. You don't want to cook this all the way. You gotta put it back in. Cook it some more. First batch is done, second batch in there. up the beef. So we got the meat nice and browned up. Still got a lot of pink in there. Now we'll let this rest and we'll get the vegetables full. Alright, let's work on this stir fry sauce. We are going to use about a tablespoon of oyster sauce. It should come in a squeeze bottle. Jesus Christ. Here, we'll call it good. Three to 4 tablespoons soy sauce. Eyeball it. About a tablespoon of water. Couple teaspoons of white vinegar. Couple teaspoons of brown sugar. About a half teaspoon of white pepper. And let's mix it all up. A little teaspoon of sesame oil. Now that we got this ready, we'll get to stir frying our vegetables. Alright, we got our wok fired up. our oil in there. Nice and hot. We'll go ahead and throw in our onion. And our carrots. Just go ahead and throw a little bit of salt on these. Tossed around real nice. Nice color on the carrots. Go to the broccoli. Put the broccoli in. Couple minutes on this. Sprinkle in a little green onion. Then a quick sauce. Shit. A little big sauce. Get our aromatic sauce in there. Got some ginger, got some garlic, extra thin slice. That might be a lot of garlic. I didn't really measure this stuff. That's good. Okay. Go ahead and put our beef back in. do a little drizzle with a little bit more sesame oil. And a little more sauteing wine. Thicking up. If it doesn't, we got a little cornstarch mixture we put in to help thicken it up. Pan's going down. Let's heat it up a little bit. There's a little bit of this cornstarch in there to help thicken it up because this is pretty runny. I do a lot of meat in here. Shut the heat off and get it plated up. Alright, so I got my rice over here. I did not make sticky or sushi rice. I don't like it. I just made regular jasmine rice. We're just going to plate this up. Top it with a little green onion. Let's see how it tastes. Alright, got my chopsticks ready. Let's dig in. Nice tendery meat. Super tender. That melts in your mouth. Take a carrot. Nice and soft, crispy. Some broccoli and onion. Flavor's there. Only salt was that little bit of salt I put on the onions in the beginning with the and in my blanching water for my broccoli. This is really good and tasty. His meat is really good. I highly suggest you try this. I will post a link to that You Can Cooks video in the description, along with the recipe that I use from him. And you could go ahead, let me know if you make this. If you like the content I'm putting out, like and subscribe. And today we came to the conclusion that that dude can cook. So until next time, I'll see you.